Right. Hi, Facebook and YouTube. It is awesome to be here with you again today. I am Nastine.
And that would make me Peter.
We're the co-founders of Explore ProTech Entrepreneurial Haven. You are watching the coffee shop conversation show.
You were expecting that to work, weren't you?
No, I thought you weren't going to make it work. But anyway, so you're here again because you love hanging out with us. This is your safe space, your place where you come and hang out with entrepreneurs from all around the world. Ask your questions, get some answers, move forward together, make some new connections. It's an awesome space to be in, and we are so happy to be welcoming you over here today again. Okay, cool. So on here today, we have a very, very fabulous, incredible surprise for you, and that is called a Scott Kundil. Scott, am I saying that correctly?
Kundil, but it's close enough. It's fine. I see Anne's laughing. Steve, everyone's laughing, but it's fine. Kundil.
Cool. I'm just gonna go with Scott for now, if that's fine.
Scott's fine.
Okay, cool. So guys, Scott is an amazing, incredible software entrepreneur and digital marketer. And we met with him last week around the same time.
Yep.
And he literally showed us his amazing LinkedIn lead generation platform software like phenomenon, and it is insane. It is incredible what this man is doing on LinkedIn and with enabling entrepreneurs to generate leads. And on top of that, because he loves us so much and believes in what we're doing, he decided to give our whole tribe the software for free, for use, for building our community. I mean, wow. Can everyone just quickly unmute their microphones, and can we just give Scott like a thank you so much, you're amazing clap?
Thank you, Scott.
Woo, thank you.
Woohoo! Scott,
You're welcome, everybody.
It's incredible. It's so amazing to have you here. But I think everyone is super excited because I'm basically jumping up and down. They can see the excitement in my eyes. But do you want to maybe just quickly explain it to them in like normal person speak? What is it that you actually gave us, and why are we so excited about this?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, well, first of all, you guys are awesome. I love what you guys are doing. Just your energy, Nastine and Pete, it's fantastic. And more importantly, I like the ethos of which you have created the foundation of your networking group. People helping each other. You use some wonderful trigger words that just make me feel all warm and fuzzy. You mentioned a lot of those in your intro earlier. But it's really about collaboration, people working together, helping each other and supporting of communities. I've already had the pleasure, even though I've only met you guys barely a week ago, I've had the pleasure of meeting Marlon already. We had a great chat, awesome guy, super switched on. Yeah, really, really good at what he does. And yes, and I've already got a couple of other meetings booked with some of the tribe, and it's superb. It really is great. So a huge thank you to that. And yes, guys, I mean, my goal for you guys is to help grow your entrepreneur network in a win-win way. And the way to do that, one of the best ways to do it is on LinkedIn. You don't necessarily have to have one of those LinkedIn profiles that you use every week or post every day. Some of you've got to pull them out of the cupboard, dust the cobwebs off, take off that 1980s photo that is already sitting on there, put a nice background on it. But it's not a difficult thing to do. And then what we basically did is we created it so that it becomes a win-win. So you build your LinkedIn network while at the same time building Nestine and Pete's LinkedIn network as well, Entrepreneurial Haven together. And it's really powerful because what it allows you to do is literally, if you are willing to spend an hour a week, you will make your LinkedIn profile explode, and you will at the same time build the network as well for the Entrepreneurial Haven. And it's very simple. You install a little piece of software and all the messages are done for you. So Nestine and Pete have got them copywritten. We can update, you install it, and all you do is you just follow instructions and you just start inviting new people to LinkedIn. It serves you the messages, it serves you, there's tracking links, it'll drive them to the right website, the right pages. All you need to do is just follow the instructions and use your 100 LinkedIn limit that you have every week to send out 100 new connection requests. You just use that 100 and you use it to invite people that could become your customers and also potential members of Entrepreneurial Haven. So it's a win-win, and it rocks. It really is good. So Nestine, Pete, shall I hand it over to you two? We can show them quickly. And yeah, really exciting. Get ready to explode, guys, because this networking group is about to go into orbit.
It's incredible. I feel like this is one of those pivotal moments, Scott. So you can just stay here because I mean, like, I literally just installed this morning, but it is literally this easy. So I open up my LinkedIn, and then this is the thingy the thingy. This is
thingy is fine. It's quite a technical term, thingy, but it's quite descriptive.
So now what I do is I click the invite button. And then we wait for the page to load. And then over here is all the people I've been inviting. So literally you'll search for coach, or you'll search for virtual assistant or entrepreneur, or whatever you want more of in the network, the people that you want to do business with, you'll search for them. And then I think I was on page 3. So what I'm going to do is say connect, and it pre-populates a message that we wrote, which is basically just going to say, hi person, I'm looking to build my network of fun, authentic, caring, expert, ambitious entrepreneurs that are not afraid to dream big and then put in the work to make those dreams come true. You seem to fit the bill, would love to connect. And
beautifully done, by the way. It's lovely copy. And you guys will have the same copy. So I don't know who wrote that, so I don't take credit. That's Nestine. It's really beautiful trigger words. It's really nice. So you guys will basically use the same messages. It's all built for you, and it tracks everything. You literally, guys, you just follow instructions and just let it go boom.
So this is all because of the work that Stephen Levy and Stephen Westwood have been doing with us. We're basically just communicating our values, which because we wrote it this way, it will be beneficial to each and every single one of you, because these are our shared values. You want to do business with people that resonate with your values. So then we click send, and we can do that a couple of times. And over here, it'll keep track of the number of invitations that I have left. And in here is now the person that I just invited. So you can see it's on pending invitations. As soon as that person now actually goes and accepts, okay, so I have a couple of pending invitations. We were busy. Wait, let me close this tab. I get new acceptance. And so they will end up in here. So right now I don't have any, but as soon as I have a new acceptance, they will end up in here, and it will look kind of like this. And there's the profile link. You can move them up and down, add notes. And most importantly, you can send them the new message. So we have 3 messages in our system that is all pre-populated, and you can see what they said before. So you can go and adjust this and personalize it if necessary. It sends the link. So the first link it'll send is our global online speed networking event. It's going to invite them to join us at Global Online Speed Networking so you can get to know them better, which is awesome. And then the second link it will send is the YouTube channel. So you can subscribe to our YouTube channel and watch all of you on there as we promote you each week. So yeah, so that is the software. It's absolutely awesome. I don't know, Scott, is there anything else in here that I'm supposed to show them that we are super excited about?
You know what, Nestine, I think you did a perfect job. Essentially, guys, there's 3 messages you can send out to people that really nicely, they're all actually beautifully written. So you don't have to write them yourself. They're written for you. That really nice invitation message. So I think you mentioned Stephen and somebody else were involved in that content. Is really, really nicely written. So it's a lovely outreach message. And guys, your whole idea is that you start targeting people that you want to do business with. Who would you like to become part of the network? Who would you like to grow with? And it's a win-win situation for both parties. And they will literally go, cool, I'm in, and they will just start joining and they'll just go with the flow. And if you think about the numbers. So Nestine is a numbers person. If I'm not mistaken, she's quite good with numbers apparently. But she'll tell you that
I'm a numbers person.
Well, you're an accountant, aren't you?
Yeah, technically. By
Okay,
qualification
so you must be pretty good.
only.
So she ran the numbers, and she discovered that if she could get 100 people in the group to send out 100 LinkedIn invitations a week, if you do those numbers, that's 40,000 LinkedIn invitations per week. Approximately a quarter of those will accept the invitation request. That's 10,000 people who will be messaged. And can you imagine how quickly this system is going to grow, guys, with those kind of numbers? That's all I wanted to mention. So Nestine, I'll leave it up to you to finish off.
Guys, I mean, like 40,000 people per month message. The beauty of this is you all know each other and love each other and refer business to each other when you have business to refer, right? So it doesn't matter. We'll be working together to bring in the 40,000 people, but we can distribute them between each other. We're going to grow together so much like this. So, and it's all, how much do we need to spend on this every week, Scott? An hour?
Yeah, an hour. I'd even say at the most. If you're not very technically literate, the first week you might spend an hour and a half, and the second week an hour and a half, and then after that it's really easy. And then if you're really good at it, you shouldn't need to spend more than, I would say, about 15 to 20 minutes, 2 days a week minimum. If you want to do more, you can do more. And the rest is people will respond to you and create messages and have chats and conversations. This looks interesting. And you'll start finding your conversations with other entrepreneurs around the world will grow. You can target globally. You can target Cape Town if you're in Cape Town. You can target geographically. You can target a job title. You can target an industry. So you might only want to target construction. There's some really, you can target whoever you want, but you can grow your personal network and Entrepreneur Haven at the same time. So it's a complete win-win.
It's awesome. It's absolutely awesome. So basically, Scott just gave us 40,000 leads a month, guys. So I think he deserves maybe just one more clap, hey?
That's a pleasure. I want groups like yours to grow. I want this is the future, guys. Small businesses working hand in hand, helping each other. Absolutely, this is the future. I'm in Bali at the moment in Indonesia, and I've been for the last year and a half. So I'm a bit of a digital nomad. I've been really fortunate to have worked in many places around the world. From the US, I spent a lot of time in London. I was literally in Shoreditch in the heart of the tech center hub of London a couple of years ago. And I've experienced the vibe and just the feeling of energy that entrepreneurs have. There's just unfortunately a few little weaknesses that get in the way. And one of those is building your own network of trusted people to refer you and know, like, and trust you. And I don't think that skill and that ability is weighed highly enough in most startup and small businesses. They don't realize how important it is. It should be the number one thing you do. Your goal in your business is to do one thing to begin with, and that is form a group of awesome people around you. And this helps you do that.
Amazing. I'm so in love with this, guys. This is awesome. So people on YouTube watching, fans, entrepreneurs, people that come here like every single week, if you get one of these messages, you know who it's from. It's from us. And you can literally go just like, yes, this is awesome. Explore ProTech is contacting me. And just say yes. Whatever we ask you, just say it. Don't think about it too much. You don't even have to read. I already read you the copyright. Just say yes. Okay. And then you can become part of this awesome network and we can help you to grow your business as well, which is what we're here to do today. So today our topic is Business Strategy 101, how to grow your business. So I'm super keen to get into our actual questions. So just to remind you how this space works, me and Peter are going to ask you some questions that we've been collecting from entrepreneurs from around the world. And if you want to answer a question, please put a heart emoji up on your screen, just like that. And we will know that you are ready to answer a question. Then me and Peter will pick about 3 people per question to give the answers. Okay, everyone good to go? Let's do this. Remember, everyone on the show's LinkedIn links will be in the description on this video forever. So if you see someone that you resonate with, that you really like, that you want to talk to, connect with them on LinkedIn. These are the most amazing entrepreneurs in the world. You want to connect with them, trust me.
Yeah, don't miss out. You know, if somebody says something and it resonates with you, or it answers a question, or partially answers a question that you have and you want to know more, reach out. That's what we are all here for. So reach out. Let's chat.
That's it. Peter, are you ready to read us the first question?
I would be, but who is this? Tian.
I think Tiane.
Close enough.
Tiane, let us know if we didn't say your name correctly. I'm sorry, but I think it's Tiane.
Okay, so first question. This is from TNA. Okay, so hi, I'm an accountant. I've successfully built my business from startup to sustainable, but now I want to grow it. How do I do that? From TNA.
So maybe just read it one more time.
Okay, so hi, I'm an accountant. I've successfully built my business from startup to sustainable, but now I want to grow it. How do I do that? Ooh, so we're talking about scaling.
Scaling and growing. Okay, so let's see. We have some entries from Linda, from Stephen. Okay, let's go, Linda.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Steve. We haven't seen each other for a while. Yeah, I think it's a great question, and I'm really pleased that we're talking to someone who's gone along the journey some way already, and reached the point where they're doing fine. Hey, they're doing well. Probably got some clients, making some money, and really doing well. But there's more to come. This journey is not over. So it's most definitely about scaling. And how are you going to scale? I'm going to make an assumption here that it's just you. TNA. I'm making the assumption it's just you, or maybe you and a couple of employees. And of course, then it's about capacity. It's about time. So how are you going to build your capacity into the future so that you can scale the business? It's accounting. You've got so much time. You have some pieces of work that you've got to conclude for your client. So it's about working out how much time would you need in order to scale the business. So how many more clients can you fit into it, and how many people would you need to help you to scale? So I'm going to hand over to Stephen now, though, so that he can take you through the next steps in the journey up the mountain, as to what you need to do.
Thank you so much, Linda. I love the tagging that's going on. Awesome. Okay, so Stephen, Linda says you have all the answers.
She just
Do you mind sharing?
Linda's very kind. Linda's got so many answers. We spend time together and she's awesome. So she knows the journey. First of all, I hope Tiana, if that's correctly pronounced, I hope she was listening to Scott, because he gave her one of the answers in terms of growing her business, and a very important one. So I think I'll leave that for for the technical people, because Scott did refer to technically, logically challenged. I'm one of them, so I'm not going to continue with that further. I think just coming off what Linda said is, I think you need to understand what that growth entails. Okay, and it does, you know, she's taken her business from scratch to where it was. And often you find entrepreneurs or business owners get stuck, which is not a bad thing, because stuck is a sign that you need to move on. But how understand what it takes to change, understand that there's investment in terms of scaling up. It does require investment. And then understand where you're going. What is, in terms of the mountain analogy, what does that summit look like? It's very important to be clear on where you're going, and also be very clear on where you are. Because only then can you work out what is required to get, or to create the highest probability of getting to that summit. And put that strategy in place, and then prioritize and understand what needs to be in place first. And sometimes you might find difficulty in prioritizing, but prioritize and just do it. You'll learn a way. There's no blueprint for it. You know your business, Tiana, so do it, go with it, trust yourself. You've trusted yourself so far in getting to where you are, so don't discount that. Just take it to the next level. And also, I want to say, clearly understand what your role looks like in this scaling, because it's going to change from how you showed up from when you started your business to now. You might be, as Linda said, you might have to bring in more people. You might be bringing in more resource. I loved what Scott said in the beginning about collaboration and trust. Okay, it's so profound what he said in terms of that growth. So I think that's important to understand. And then I think it's belief. There's no guarantee that you're going to get there, but don't ever stop believing that you will, and focus on it one step at a time. When you've broken it down into those parts and you've prioritized, focus on what your next priority is. Otherwise you get overwhelmed. And you actually might then be detrimental to you might actually hinder your growth. So I think, again, what Linda said, it's time. And before I go, sorry, one thing I said is understand what do you want your business to provide for you? And I think a lot of entrepreneurs sometimes forget that. We talk about why our business exists. We know we're passionate about it, I hope. But there's nothing wrong with asking, you're building the business to make money and to create a lifestyle for you, your family, or whatever it is. Understand that, because that's what's going to keep you going when you hit the bottom of the trough. And the bottom of the trough you will hit. It's not an easy journey. And what's going to keep you going? Not just why your business exists. And it's not selfish to understand that you're building this business for you, and make sure that you clearly understand it. So I've hogged enough of the time, and thank you, Linda, for setting the foundation. And thank you, Peter and Esteem, for giving us a chance to give our input.
And that was Stephen Levy from Dare to Be Coaching and Beyond. And he was backed up by Linda Dane from Just Ask Linda. Awesome. Okay. One day, guys, it's like a running joke on this show. One day we will remember to say our names and our company names. One day. But we have a lot of time to learn. So, but that was epic suggestion, Stephen. I just love that. Thank you, Linda and Stephen. And we definitely listened to you and took some value from there. I see Scott is also posting in the chat. There are two kinds of businesses. Businesses built to be sold and businesses to give you a lifestyle. Which one are you? Everything Stephen said is 100%. That's amazing. That's awesome to think of. For me, I definitely want the lifestyle. Like, I'm not gonna lie. But maybe let us know in the comments, which one are you? Are you building to sell, or are you building for a lifestyle? We'd love to know. We can chat with you from there. Okay, Rita, you also put your hearts up. So I'm guessing you also have something to say to TNA.
Yes, Nestine, but I want to take it from a different angle and say to her that, yes, at this point in time, she wants to grow her business. But my question to her is, personally, what is it? Because to grow her business, she also has to grow personally. And the question here is she also prepared to do that? Because the two go hand in hand. You can't separate the two. But it is sometimes the more difficult one to do is the personal growth, the personal transformation that takes place, a part of the business growth. So is she prepared to do that as well and take that into account because they run together? That's Rita Skuman, Coaching with Heart.
Thank you, Rita.
I actually really like that, because the roles played from starting and establishing a business to scaling a business are two different roles. It's almost like two different people. And to move from one role to the next, that's a very difficult transition.
It's so difficult.
You know, handing responsibility to somebody else for something that you were normally responsible for almost feels like you losing control, but yet at the same time, that is a very difficult process. So like Rita said, that does go hand in hand. So personal growth, 100%.
Thank you, Rita. We wouldn't be here without you and all of the other people just like growing us personally all the time. It's incredible. So no, very valid. Thank you. Jock, you also had your heart up. And then Marlon, I'm going to let you know now already, you didn't put your heart up, but I know that one of your specialities is helping accountants in marketing. So you're going to tell Tiana how to grow her business from a marketing perspective. Yeah? Right after Jock gives his value. Okay, Jock, let's hear from you.
Hi, I'm Jacques de Villiers. I fix boring LinkedIn profiles. Hello, Scott. I've known Scott close on 17 years. I mean, he does really awesome work. What an awesome
Jacques,
guy.
you haven't aged a bit, my friend. It's so good to see you here. What an awesome surprise.
Very kind of you. Thank you. So I'm going to give you the simple version because I'm a big fan of Jay Abrams, and he has a formula. And he says the 3 ways you can grow your business is you have to get new clients, you have to upsell and cross-sell, sell them more products or raise your prices, and you have to have repeat business. And repeat business is the best business because it's the cheapest business to get, because you've already built a relationship, so these people are more inclined to use you. So the model he uses, which makes it easy for me, is you only have to increase each area by 10%. And I'm sure most of you already know this model, but it's always worth unpacking. So imagine you've got 1,000 clients. Next year you add 100, so it's 10%, so 1,100. Sorry, let me start again. You've got 1,000 clients. They spend 1,000 Rand with you. They visit you twice a year. That's worth 2 million Rand to you. Now you add 10%. So the next year it's 1,100 clients, 1,100 Rand, 2.2 times they visit you. That adds an extra 662,000 to your business, which doesn't sound that impressive until you do the geometry, which is a 33.1% increase in your overall business. Now, Scott will tell you, if anyone can tell you they can give you a 33% increase in your business, people will pay you big money to do that. And so that's as simple as it is. And most of us spend most of our time getting new clients because we're losing clients down the drain because we haven't got a good customer service, we haven't added value to them. So I spend most of my time with my existing clients because they feed me the most. So most of us are chasing our tail trying to get new clients. But Scott, so new client generation is all Scott stuff, LinkedIn, all the stuff that you do to get new clients. I mean, so Jay Abrams also says most of us have got a diving board strategy. In other words, we only have one strategy, let's say LinkedIn. What if LinkedIn doesn't work for you? Then your diving board flops. So they say you've got to have a Parthenon strategy, which is holding up pillars of your roof with different. So you're going to have LinkedIn, you've got to have social media, you've got to have email marketing, you've got to have website, you've got to have all these other things so that if one is not working, the others are carrying it. And so you almost have to go broad and put your line in the water everywhere. So that's, so that's Jay Abrams. And if you go look up anything on Jay Abrams, always worth reading, because I think most coaches, I know Action Coach certainly got their stuff from Jay Abrams, I would imagine. So everyone kind of got their stuff from Jay Abrams, who all got their stuff from Plato, but that's another story. So so how far do we go? who got the stuff from whom? But that's but what's encouraging, you only have to do a little bit of effort to get exponential results. But you've got to show up every day for at least an hour and work on your business in terms of marketing. If you're not doing that, you're going to battle to grow your business.
Thank you, Jock. And that is Jock de Villiers from?
Jacques de Villiers from Jacques de Villiers. I fix boring LinkedIn profiles.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jock. There was so much value. I think TNA is just like blown away with all of that value. It's really, really awesome. And it's very important to remember. I so agree with what you said about repeat business. It's the best business. It's also the cheapest business, because anyone that has tried to find a lead these days, like, understand why you need to find 40,000 of them.
Well, even if you look at it from a financial perspective, the cost involved in finding new clients versus the cost involved in retaining a repeat business, which one is cheaper?
Mm-hmm.
But if I can add to that, you don't get new clients, you acquire new clients. So every client has a cost, 10 Rand, 100 Rand, 50 Rand, whatever, but every client has a cost. So you need to make sure that when you get that client on board, you get at least 5 times more value out of them in terms of your sale. Otherwise, it's not worth it.
100%.
And that's exactly so important, because that's exactly why we built our community the way that we built it. This is not a short-term solution where you come and network and get some referrals and then off you go. We're building a business family, 500 individual entrepreneurs that want to build relationships, so that, like, when we all have jets, I can literally call Jock and I can be like, Jock, can I borrow your jet? Great, awesome. Scott, can I get your boat? That's fantastic. And let's go on a holiday together. Like, we're working towards that. 500 people that know each other so well. You can literally just pick up the phone. You have these people on a first name basis. Like, that is what is going to make us unstoppable. So it's so key. And thank you for reminding us of that, Jock. Okay, now let's put Mr. Super Sales on the spot. Marlon, please unmute your mic and answer from a marketing perspective. We want to give TNA some value. Do you just want to read the question for Marlon again? Because I know he has some computer problems.
Okay, so the question was, hi, I'm an accountant. I successfully built my business from startup to sustainable, but now I want to grow. How do I do that? From TNA.
So there's lots of things that one could do. I would go with, seeing as there's things that's working for you, I would single out what those things are and double down on that. So let's just give an example. Let's just say, like, with a revenue stream that's really working well. Because what most people do is they're like, oh, this is working well, we don't need to touch it. We need to go here. And then when I'm going to businesses, most of the time it's like, no, actually, some of the smallest tweaks in this thing that's actually working could bring you the biggest amount of revenue. So rather just fix that or just tweak this and make that work for you, help that thing grow. And that'll be stuff that you can either filter into other areas of the business that you want to grow. So I would really focus on what's really working and make those work better. Look at what it's like, kind of trimming the fat, right? Just whatever's not really working, can you outsource it? Can you move it off your plate somewhat, and just distribute that cost? I mean, you're in the accounting game, so numbers is your thing. Hopefully you've got your machine down and you can see what numbers are actually working for you, and I will just focus on that. So yeah, I hope that was a simple enough answer. My name is Marlon August, marketing consultant at Story Advantage.
Awesome. Thank you, Mr. Super Sales. Guys, you can trust Marlon because he knows what it takes to be successful in life, because he is a judo Olympian. Marlon, you like to hit people and such? Yeah. Okay.
Judo.
We don't hit, we throw, arm lock, and strangle.
Got it. And market. Good. So if you need any of those services, Mr. Super Sales is who you get to contact. Okay, let's hear from.
Can I mention one thing quick, Nestine? Sorry,
go
just
for it.
Can I interrupt for 2 seconds? I just really interesting something that I learned to answer the question about the scale up, et cetera. If you want to sell your business down the line for a greater multiple than your current value is, you have to get one thing really set up correctly, and that is your business processes. Your business processes have to be documented, set up so that it's no longer dependent just on you or anybody else. I don't know if there's any coaches in the room that actually specialize in that. I don't, but I do know how important it is. And I've heard stories like crazy, like literally people who've sold their businesses for 2x, 3 times, even more of what their value is, simply because their processes were so good and so well documented that they could easily be scaled and easily be turned into franchises.
Then we had a systems person, but she's not here right now. Nini. Yeah, Nini, if you're watching, why are you not here? We need process advice.
There's a Linda Dent as well.
Ooh, Linda. So Linda being the process person, yeah, I can imagine that, because Linda is so structured. She will put your business into buckets.
I am, but there's also the technology aspect, which I'm not. So, in theory, we can put the plan together. In fact, it's where I get a little stuck myself, right? Is getting from writing the email myself to writing it so that it can be part of a automated process. It's a bit of a hurdle sometimes for people to get over, including myself. But the technology that's out there that Scott's sharing with us today makes it easy. And we should just grab those opportunities and get on with it, really. Stop worrying about whether it works and try it, and then see how it works.
Love it, Linda. By the way, guys, just to let you know again, the challenge is still on. Once we as a network, community, and YouTube fans, we're including you, once we found 2 more coaching clients for Linda Dent, she will be sponsoring the Explore Van Tour, which will be documented on the YouTube channel and promoted by Rita's Visibility Ninjas. So if you love Linda and what she's all about and what she does, get her those 2 clients, because I want a holiday.
Well, actually, if we take a look at our own journey, from when we started, and we started with an idea, 2 people, an idea, and we brought other people into that idea. All the individuals that have joined us and become part of our journey have also become part of our success. So when we say, speak to Stephen Levy, we say that because we've experienced that, and he has been part of our success and our growth. And when we say speak to Linda Dent, because she has the answers, because we needed those answers and we've gotten them already from Linda. So these are all referrals based on relationship and our success. So reach out, have those conversations. You can't go wrong.
So basically, if Explore ProTech doesn't work out, it's Linda and Stephen's fault. I'm joking. Okay, next up, I please want to put up Miss Greef, Miss Fascination herself. Karen, I know that you have some secrets up your sleeve. How did you help your accountants scale? Maybe give TNA some of that valuable info.
Well, I'm coming from a different perspective, the same as Rita, and that's from an internal perspective. And I think that is to know yourself, to know where you're good, to know your unique differences and what makes you unique to others, because you can then fast track to your ideal client. We're never going to be all things to all people. So the sooner you figure out what it is that your clients want from you and you attract those clients, the quicker you can scale your business as well. So that's just my perspective. That's what I do. It's helping you identify what makes you uniquely different. And once you identify that, you target people that want that difference, the people that want what you're offering. And that's another way to scale. I'm Karen from Fascinating 7.
Thank you, Karen. What a beautiful answer. It's definitely worth speaking to Karen if you're still wanting to figure that out, because she also has like so much experience in sales. It's not even funny.
Yeah, you know what? If you are battling in any which way, shape, or form to communicate what your value is, or even understand what your value is, or how to communicate it, or how to communicate with others, we've been through this process. And Karen, I think you actually, there was a time period where we were all going through the Fascinate, and it was mind-blowing.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Linda still actually uses Karen's tagline on her LinkedIn profile, right, Linda?
All the time. It's the best. Thank you, Karen. It took a while to figure that out, but now it's just valued action, valued insight, focused action, because I'm a prestige and power personality.
Awesome.
Awesome. Okay, cool. Next up, we want to hear from Leanne. And Leanne, you have a whole different way of helping people grow and scale their businesses. So please, would you tell TNA all about that option? Just in case she's not overwhelmed enough with all of the current options on the table.
I definitely agree on Karen's method. You do need to figure out what your client wants and you can go from there. And the way I scale with also my own business is I look at what the client needs, and if I can help them, I make sure I obviously can help them. And if there's something I can't do, I will find somebody that does it for them so that they get a whole package and everything with me, and I will manage the other person, and that's how I do it. And I've also have VAs in my network that I work with that do different things. Mm-hmm. Some do accounting, some do social media, some just do documenting. So yeah, it's definitely what the client is. You have to have that first important conversation, discovery call with them, find out what they want, and continue to have weekly updates or a monthly update if it's preferred that way. And just touch base all the time and keep interaction with them and see how you can better serve them. You can't serve them if you don't know what they want, if you're not keeping in contact.
Nice.
Epic. Thank you, Leanne. And that is Leanne Webster from?
Leanne Webster from Our Webster Virtual Assistant. I will get the hang of this.
That's okay. We still haven't, and we've been doing this for a year and a half.
So something that was mentioned was time. And time is valuable. And if you're spending all your time doing all the things that you really is not your thing to do, if you're an accountant and doing the accounting is what actually generates money, do you really want to be doing your social media? Do you really want to be doing your marketing? Do you really want to be doing like all the different aspects of business that kind of spread you thin, and then you end up not doing what you're supposed to be doing? Mm-hmm. And that's where finding the right people to take the tasks that you're not supposed to be doing gives you back the time you need. And time, like they said, I mean, they say this all the time, time is money. Well, they were right. Don't spend it in the wrong places.
And TNA, I just want to say to you, like from a person with actual experience in this field, if you're feeling totally overwhelmed now and you don't know if you should get a personal coach, a business coach, a therapist, a virtual assistant, a fascination, you don't know, contact any one of these people, because the beauty in it is actually when you're doing your business coaching with Stephen, he will tell you when you need Karen. He will tell you when you need Linda. He will tell you what to outsource to Leanne. He will tell you what marketing to get from Marlon, and what work to do with Rita, and when to have your profile done by Jock, and when to start the LinkedIn process with Scott.
And when you need Rita because you need to personally adjust.
So any one of these people could be a very fabulous starting point, because they are connected in a way that is just absolutely. Linda, you're so cute. I love that. They are connected to each other, like the best in the business. So if you want to contact any one of them, that's like the ultimate scaling solution for me. Stephen, do you want to say something?
Yeah, just if I can say to Tiana, I see we are heading to 2:00, but just listening to the input from all these amazing people. I mean, it's insane to have a tribe of people around you like this. And Peter said, and you said something that made me think of something to mention to her, is about that prioritizing, because she probably cannot afford all these people at the same time. But let's say, for example, she needs Scott to do a LinkedIn to grow her network. We often, as entrepreneurs, and I do this myself, is say, but the cost, can I afford Scott? And there is an investment, as I said earlier. I think the question that Tiana and most entrepreneurs need to ask themselves is, what are the costs of not taking Scott on? And that's what we need to look at. We're always asking about what it costs to take Scott on. What does it cost to not take Scott on? Or Deanne, or Karen, or Linda. So I think it is a mind shift, going to the next level, and that's very much part of it.
Thank you so much, Stephen Levy from Dare to Be Coaching and Beyond. That is awesome. TNA, I hope you got so much value from today. Everyone watching on YouTube and Facebook, Leanne wants to say something.
I'm sorry. I actually just want to jump onto what Stephen had to say. Take what it costs you, take your hourly rate, what you would charge somebody, figure out how much that amount would be if you had to do LinkedIn sales, for instance, and work out how much time that would take you, and see how much money you're losing, opposed to going with Jacques or doing copyright with Stephen or whoever, whatever. And you also don't have to do it all at one time. It's a project. It can take a year. It could take 6 months. It's fine.
Thank you, Leanne. That was awesome. Thank you so much for wrapping us up. Okay, guys, so if you've been watching on YouTube, TNA, if you've loved the value that we've given you in the answers, please subscribe to the YouTube channel and click the bell icon. I think that is the one that lets you get notified every week when we go live. Let us know in the comments down below if you have any other questions for us, or if you'd like us to get you anything else. We have access to the best entrepreneurs in the entire world. Literally, you can ask whatever you want. We will find someone to answer you. And remember to come back here and use this as a safe space for connecting with other entrepreneurs. You heard from Scott, networking is what you want to do. Build up that personal network that will take care of you in your business for the rest of your life. Remember, the links to everyone that you saw on the show today is in the description. So go and say hi, connect with them. These are the people that you want by your side. And then we will see you again next time, same place, same everything else. It was amazing to be here with you guys again. People on the Zoom call, feel free to stay for the backstage chat, but YouTube and Facebook, that is us for today. Lots of love, and may all your wildest entrepreneurial dreams come true. Bye.